Have you heard about the latest tech marvel, the Apple Vision Pro? Wondering if it's worth the hefty price tag? Well, you're not alone. This groundbreaking piece of technology marks Apple's first foray into spatial computing, and it's been making waves since its release. With a starting price of a cool $3,500, it's certainly not a casual purchase. But what does this price get you? What makes the Apple Vision Pro stand out in the crowded tech market? That's exactly what we're here to find out. We've compiled the first extensive reviews of this device to give you an in-depth look at the user experience. From battery life to software to unique features and potential drawbacks, we've got it all covered, so let's dive into the first extensive reviews of the Apple Vision Pro. First things first, let's talk about the battery life of the Vision Pro. Apple has advertised a battery life of 2 hours for this spatial computing marvel. But how does that claim hold up in real-world use? Well, according to some of the first users of the Vision Pro, it seems to slightly surpass that mark. For instance, Apple expert Brian Tong reported that his Vision Pro lasted for 2.5 hours. But wait, there's more. When it comes to tasks like movie watching, users have reported an even longer battery life. In fact, it's been noted that the Vision Pro can keep running for up to 3 hours when you're immersed in your favorite films or binge-watching sessions. This longer battery life has been echoed in other reviews as well, suggesting that the Vision Pro is certainly capable of punching above its weight. Of course, your mileage may vary depending on what you're doing with your Vision Pro. If you're running heavy-duty applications or using it for extended periods, the battery life might dip a little. But on average, it seems you can expect about 2.5 hours of use from the Vision Pro before it needs a recharge. Now, speaking of recharging, how quickly does the Vision Pro juice up? Well, it's not exactly a speed demon. After about 30 minutes tethered to the charger, users have reported the device reaching only about 37%. So, while the Vision Pro can outlast its advertised battery life, it may take a bit longer to get back to full power. In conclusion, while the Vision Pro's battery life might not be marathon-like, it does seem to exceed the initial claim from Apple. And, given the powerful hardware and capabilities packed into this device, that's an impressive feat. So it seems the battery life of the Vision Pro has a slight edge over Apple's initial claim. Moving on to the operating system of the Vision Pro, the Vision OS. This is where we start to see that Apple is charting new territory, and with that comes some growing pains. The Vision OS is the heartbeat of the Vision Pro. It's the software that makes the magic happen. However, it seems that Apple has kept a pretty tight rein on customization within this new OS. Firstly, the home screen of the Vision OS is not customizable. This might come as a shock to users who are accustomed to tailoring their tech experience to their personal tastes. You can't add third-party apps to the home screen, which might be a disappointment to those who have favorite apps that they use daily. Apps are instead sorted in alphabetical order on the second page or later. It's a bit of a departure from the usual Apple aesthetic, where you can arrange your apps according to your preference. So if you're someone who likes to have your most used apps at your fingertips, this could be a bit of a hiccup. Another limitation is the inability to add web apps to the Vision OS home screen. This is particularly unfortunate for users who frequently use platforms like YouTube, Spotify, or Netflix, as these don't have dedicated apps for the headset. So, if you're thinking of catching up on your favorite Netflix series or jamming out to your Spotify playlist through your Vision Pro, you might have to adjust your expectations. In essence, the Vision OS seems to be a bit of a work in progress. While it's important to remember that this is Apple's first foray into spatial computing, users might have expected a bit more flexibility from such a big player in the tech world. The Vision OS shows potential, but it appears that Apple still has a bit of homework to do when it comes to optimizing user experience on the Vision Pro. So if you're considering investing in this new piece of tech, it's worth keeping these points in mind. Clearly, Apple has some improvements to make in the Vision OS of the Vision Pro. Now let's discuss the FaceTime and Personas feature of the Vision Pro. You might be wondering, how does FaceTime work on a device that quite literally puts a screen in front of your face? Well folks, it's not without its challenges according to the early reviews. The Vision Pro does allow you to use FaceTime, but it's not quite the same experience you might be used to. When you're wearing the device, your face is covered by the glasses. So, during a video call, the Vision Pro gets a little creative. Instead of showing your actual face, it creates a digital version of your face, known as a persona. Now this is where things get a little tricky. According to the reviews, these personas are not as accurate as you might hope. In fact, they've been described as somewhat distorted, not quite capturing the true likeness of the user. This might lead to some rather interesting FaceTime sessions with your friends and family trying to decipher your digital doppelganger. Apple assures us that they're still running tests to improve the Personas feature, so we can hope to see more accurate digital versions of ourselves in future updates. One can only hope that our virtual faces will soon reflect our real ones in the not-too-distant future. But what about the eyesight feature on the Vision Pro? It's a fascinating concept, with eyes located on the front of the device. But reviews suggest that these too can sometimes behave rather strangely. It's clear that Apple has some fine-tuning to do to ensure that eyesight provides a seamless and accurate experience. In conclusion, while the FaceTime and Personas features are certainly innovative, they seem to be in the early stages of development. It's exciting to see where Apple could take this technology, but for now, it's clear that further refinement is needed. The Personas and eyesight features of the Vision Pro certainly need some refinement. Finally, let's talk about one of the most useful features of the Vision Pro, the virtual screen for the Mac. This feature is a game changer, taking user experience to a whole new level. It's like having a personal, portable IMAX theater that you can take anywhere and use anytime. This feature allows the Vision Pro to seamlessly take over the screen of your Mac. This might seem like a simple feature, but it's a game changer in terms of user experience. Imagine having the ability to work, play, or watch anything from your Mac, but with the added advantage of doing it anywhere, all while wearing your Vision Pro. And how does this work, you might ask? It's incredibly easy. All you need to do is look at the screen of your Mac, and the Vision Pro glasses will take over. No complex settings, no additional hardware, just a simple and smooth transition from your Mac to your Vision Pro. But it doesn't stop there. With the Vision Pro, you can customize the screen size to your liking. Want to watch a movie on a big screen? Just adjust the screen size on your Vision Pro. Working on a detailed project and need a larger workspace? Make the screen as big as you want. The possibilities are endless. And let's not forget about screen placement. With the Vision Pro, you're not limited to the fixed position of a traditional screen. You can place it anywhere that suits you best. Whether you want it directly in front of you, off to the side, or even above you, the Vision Pro allows you to place the screen wherever you want. So, it seems the virtual screen for the Mac is a standout feature of the Vision Pro. It offers flexibility, customization, and a whole new way to interact with your Mac. It's a feature that truly embodies the innovation and user-centric design that Apple is known for. And it's just one of the many reasons why the Vision Pro is much more than just a pair of glasses. It's a new way to experience the digital world. So, what's the verdict on the Apple Vision Pro? After delving into the world of spatial computing with this device, it's clear that Apple has once again pushed the boundaries of innovation. The battery life, exceeding the promised 2 hours in some cases, is commendable. The ability to virtually expand your Mac screen is a game changer, providing unmatched flexibility and convenience. However, it's not all smooth sailing. The Vision Pro's home screen lacks customization options, curtailing the user's freedom to personalize their experience. There's also room for improvement in the FaceTime feature, where the Personas are not quite up to scratch yet. And let's not forget the hefty price tag. At $3,500, it's a steep investment. In conclusion, the Apple Vision Pro is a mixed bag of groundbreaking features and areas needing refinement. While the Apple Vision Pro has some impressive features, it seems there are still some areas where Apple needs to refine this new tech marvel.